What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow rocker here, Rockerman X, and yeah, I'm back with another video, and it's something that really grinds my gears. And no, this series or video is not going to be called "What Really Grinds My Gears," based on the Family Guy Peter Griffin segment. Tim Brownie points to me for knowing that. But seriously, it's something that grinds my gears, and the reason why it grinds my gears is because of other bullshit, and what it revolves around is something in the gaming community. And in the gaming community, I know I'm going to have gamers watching this. Don't worry, guys. I'm not talking about every single one of you. I'm only talking about a few that I see, which probably the majority, but I know the ones who probably watch these aren't like that, hopefully, that I'm going to talk about. But, yeah. I guess something that hits close to home, though. Graphics versus story. And the reason why I want to really put this out there is because I can go on YouTube, which obviously where this video is going to be uploaded, but I can go on YouTube or any gaming website I can think of or whatever that has people talking about gaming, whatever, and I don't understand why people say a game is shit, like literally shit, garbage, whatever, just based off graphics alone. Honestly, my question is, has the gaming community, and again, I'm not talking about everyone, I'm talking about either the majority or the minority, I don't know which here, but I have seen this going on, is why do people, like I said, why do people say the game is shit based off graphics alone? Are people this spoiled nowadays? I mean, granted, don't get me wrong, it's 2015 here. We have Xbox Ones, we have PS4s now, and we have super duper heavier gaming computers that can be made. But we have technology to be able to have better graphics. But here's my thing. When it comes to a game, what makes the game actually worth it? Is the graphics? To me, no. Because the game could have a horrible gameplay setup, a horrible story, and you want to have fun with it. Why? Do people give games 10 out of 10 based off graphics alone? Because saying, oh my god, look at the graphics, this game's fucking amazing. No, I can understand games like... Now, getting ahead of myself. But then when it comes to other games that I can think of, and one that I played recently, which right now is free on Xbox Live on Xbox One. So, I mean, if you guys are a gold membership, I recommend get this game, Child of Light. And the reason why I want to say this, I played this game nonstop for about 3 or 4 days. Because I know I finished it the last night at like 1 o'clock, whatever in the morning, got all the achievements, everything. After I beat the game, went back, got the achievements that I missed. And this game is made by Ubisoft. And we all know Ubisoft, they make Assassin's Creeds and other games, stuff like that. Or at least Ubisoft helped made it, at least. But my point taken is, Ubisoft, you know, there's obviously going to be a damn good story behind it. And this game had a fucking amazing story. Whether, I don't know what to say. Well, hell, let me back up. And then this game, Child of Light, like I said, made by Ubisoft, but this game's like based off fairy tales, stuff like that. And granted, I'm a grown man, I shouldn't be playing that game, but it's not necessarily a terrible game to play. You know, it's free, I downloaded it, I played it, whatever, and I loved it all the way through, from the very beginning of the game that I played, all the way until the end, after the credits. I loved it, only because the story was amazing, the gameplay was just fucking amazing. But here's the thing. I've seen this game and numerous other games get shit on because of the graphics. Now, granted what this game is, like I said, based off fairy tales. This game is like a 2D, I want to say a 2D-ish style game. Granted, in times there is 3D-ish aspects, but also it's mostly, I want to say 2D, only because this is my mind how I'm interpreting it. And there's people to say the graphics are shit, but again, what makes the game? Graphics or the story and gameplay? Obviously, it's this fucking story and gameplay that makes the game, because I cannot, for the life of me, if I own a game, I cannot, if it has a terrible story, I struggle to get through it. But a game that has a good story and you really have fun with it, that's right there again. Now, I can understand games like, for example, WWE games having having great or amazing graphics, only because there's not necessarily a story that goes with WWE or any wrestling game. And this is I'm using an example. Now, granted, I know like older wrestling games like SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth, fucking '06, '07 had like a season mode. WWE 12 was the last of Road to WrestleMania. But 13 to now, for like WWE games, they generally don't have a story behind it. I mean, for the past 3 years, they had 3 different modes that went along with, oh, here's a match, do these objectives, whatever. And then, granted, for a new gen, for 2K15, they also add on the My Career mode, which not, like, again, it's not necessarily a story type thing. It's just fucking bullshit what I see go on with people calling. I know I'm just ranting and raving and saying the same shit, but it's just bullshit that people call a game shit based on the graphics. It's really all I gotta say. Only because, again, and I know for a fact there's people that agree with me and has played, like, again, the game that I mentioned, Child of Light, that I previously finished, that was amazing. And I know there's other games, like, I can think of, even older games on the PS2 that had a good story, like, I'm trying to think, and this is the games I played on PS2 that, again, for PS2, time the graphics are good, but still, Nicktoons Unite. I had a PS2 version of it. Fucking, for when I was young, I loved it, for the Nickelodeon storyline, stuff like that. SpongeBob SquarePants movie game. Again, pretty much based off the movie, but the storyline, again, awesome. I think of other games. But then, I know for a fact, too, on reverse end, there's games that has good graphics and a good story, like the Assassin's Creed series. Again, made by Ubisoft, but generally anything made by Ubisoft, you expect it to be good. Because, here's the thing. I can think of, like, the Assassin's Creed theory, and there's one Assassin's Creed game that I played all the way through that I just utterly, completely loved. That was Assassin's Creed 3, which we all know had Connor, the American Revolution, stuff like that. And that game, since it was on the 360, Xbox 360 and PS3, had, again, well, at least I think it was on the PS3. Maybe I'm stupid, I don't know. Whoops. But anyway, for that game, I loved it because the story, the way they twisted the actual historical events and stuff like that. Like I said, there is like games like that has good graphics and good story and good gameplay. But again, it pisses me off when I see games bashed because the graphics aren't good. But then you have fucking games on the other end that may not have the best graphics. Here's the thing, and here's the easiest way to explain it. You have games on one spectrum that has good graphics, but a terrible story and terrible gameplay. Let's put it like this. And don't get me wrong, like Grand Theft Auto 5, I never played it, but from what I've seen of it, it's decent. But that goes another spectrum alone. Then you have games on the other end, may not have the best graphics, but has an amazing storyline and amazing gameplay. And then in between those two spectrums, you have the games that have good stories and have good gameplay and have good graphics. So it has all three. And honestly, if I had to choose any style games to play for the rest of my life, it would be in the middle spectrum and on the spectrum that has the shitty graphics but amazing story and amazing gameplay. And here's the thing too, I would play the game with the worst graphics ever just to get a good story and good gameplay out of it. You know why? Because it's the type of person I am. And honestly, again, like I said, I feel like fucking gamers nowadays, and again, not talking about everyone, probably not talking about everyone, but I know there's people out there like this that are graphic lovers that says the game's amazing because of the graphics. It's fucking bullshit. That's honestly all I gotta say. And it pisses me the fuck off. Granted, I said the same stuff over and over in this, but it's just, I don't even know. Again, I'm on the middle, and this is my right, so this is my right, so your guys is left. Or no? Yeah, but your guys is left. I'm on the middle spectrum that has good gameplay, good story, good graphics, and not so good not the best graphics, amazing story, and amazing gameplay. To me, that spectrum that has amazing graphics but horrible gameplay and horrible story can go die in a hole. And yes, I know I'm moving on screen, but I'm doing that for a reason. But it's just, actually, better yet, go fall off a cliff. There you go. That works better for a fucking thing. It's just, I want to know your guys' opinions and where you guys lie on the spectrum. Leave everything in the comments down below. Or, if you guys want to, like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, which are down in the description. Speak to me that way. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe if you're new to the channel. And that's really all I gotta say at the moment. But again, as gamers, people should just learn to respect games as a whole and not just about one particular subject. That's how I am. I know it's how some of you guys are, and I honestly want to know opinions. So, until next time, rockers, live free and rock.